Hi there. I do have a slight cold. It's not you know what, it's just a cold. So my voice may sound a little scratchy. So please don't be concerned. I would like to thank you all for all the comments you left on the New Year's Eve video. We had a lot of fun reading all your comments, and a lot of you eat black-eyed peas, some sort of ham, and some sort of cabbage, which made us very hungry for lunch. I decided to go to Goodwill, and this was the first thing I found was this souvenir from Gettysburg. Unfortunately, the tip of her umbrella had broken off, and she had been repaired around her waist. She had a crack. Here I am trying to show you where it says souvenir of Gettysburg. So if she hadn't been damaged, I certainly would have picked her up. She was only 99 cents. The chip on the umbrella could be forgiven, but the crack on the stomach, I couldn't. And here was a vintage coffee canister. I did look these up, and they sell for about $12, and they wanted 5. So I decided to leave that on the shelf. I did like the graphics on the canister. And then there was this another souvenir from the Strasburg Railroad. This is a really nice museum. If you're ever in our area, they have lots of They have lots of trains that you can look at. That would be weird if they had lots of railroads. It's just lots of trains at the railroad. Anyway, I did not pick that up. Here was a vintage Japan divided dish. It was missing the bamboo handle. It was pretty. I think if it had birds on it or was brighter colored, I might have thought about it more because a bamboo handle could easily be replaced. And the teddy bear canisters are still there. Here was a vintage hobbyist piece of a swan. It looked like a chalkware piece, but it is ceramic. It was not marked on the back. I don't think it was marked on the back. If there had been a bigger piece, maybe I would have gotten it, but it was just by its lonesome, so I left it there. These 4 cups I thought were really cute. They were cats, obviously you can see, but they were peeking through the broken portions of the mugs. I thought those were cute if you're a cat lover. I thought that this was nice. It looked to me it was a paint your own pottery piece. And then I found a cashmere box. I call these cashmere box because they're made in Kashmir, India. And I also found this vintage Hazel Atlas Platonite, I believe that's how you say it, a child's tea set. And so I'm also going to insert the logo for Hazel Atlas so you can see it and know it and look for it yourself. Later I'll show you what's all in that bag. Here we are in the brown section. This has been here for a little while. I looked at it again. Then I noticed that it was previously being sold for $10 and Goodwill was selling it for $5. So it was a deal. It was kind of on the plain side and very long and heavy. So I did leave that there. I thought this was really cute. It was a trash can in the shape of a thimble. Isn't that cute? That would be great in a sewing room. My mom's always had a sewing room, so it would look cute in someone's craft room. Here was a single creamer, and I was hoping there would be a sugar bowl. I did leave that there. There was a chip on the other side of it, and I never did find the sugar bowl. Then I found these, and at first I thought they were Sitka pottery, but they are not. And in the store, I noticed that that one had a signature on it, so I suspected that these were hobbyist pieces, and they are. This is what Sitka clay usually looks like on the bottom. They usually are marked, and these are not. So I am pretty confident that they are hobbyist pieces. They are adorable, and you can see me put them in the cart. That box is still there with the camel on it, but I do change my mind, and I do put that cashmere box back. But I do take the seals and the little pup because I think the person did a really great job. So there is a cart update for you. Then I found 2 of these dog leashes. Our dogs wear these kind of harnesses when we take them for walks, but they have harnesses. And then later I saw a lady had taken both of them, so that was great. Here are some hobbyist Easter eggs. There's 3 of them. And I will show you later how I have decided to group them to sell. I thought these were adorable. That one is marked 1979. So I would assume the one that says Happy Easter is also from the 70s as well. This was obviously a personalized drawing, but it reminded me of my folks when I was growing up. They used to take Volkswagens and redo the insides of them. And I remember many, many test drives in my dad's Volkswagen. My husband and I had a Volkswagen when we were first married, so that car brings back good memories. Here was a mug. I thought it was interesting what it said on it. Good morning from Nashville. Here is the blue section, giving you a look at the shelves. Seeing if I can find anything else. I thought that these would have been hobbyist pieces, not the bag. I'm seeing what the bag is here. I thought these were hobbyist pieces, but when I turned it over, it had a store mark on it. It didn't have that one, I think. There, you can see it by the price tag. So I thought they were very well done for hobbyist pieces, but then turned out they were sold in a store. And then I spied this little gem on the bottom shelf here. This is a Walt Disney World Parks mug of the Cinderella coach. It has a little saying on the inside. It was just a little dusty, and it cleaned up very nicely. It has no chips or cracks. It says make your own magic on the inside, so I decided to take that. You can have a triptych of that image. I am by myself and usually don't talk to myself when I'm by myself, but I couldn't resist. This has been here since December 6th, and so I finally decided to look it up and figure out what is missing in those 2 holes. And I'm so glad I did, because all is missing is 2 wooden dowels that would go where the bagels go. That's where the bagels go. This is what it should look like. It would be an easy fix. And here are some current solds. The most current one was from 2019, so I grabbed it. I love it. I'm really glad that I took the time to look it up to see what it was, because I had admired it before and really liked the graphics on it. Here, this was on the shelf. This was a handmade wallet, and I thought it was very nicely made, and so I decided to take that as well. This is a flashed or stained piece. You can see how the tape on the bottom had taken the paint off of it. So if you see something that looks like colored glass, you should always hold it up to the light to see if it is actually a stained piece. Here was a box of these, look like little napkin holders or vases. I'm not sure what they were. And this figurine I thought was very pretty, not very popular, but I still like to look at the figurines, and it was not marked Germany, so I put it back on the shelf, as well as this pattern piece. I thought this was a neat puzzle. If it was from the Pacific Coast, I probably would have gotten it for my mom. She likes doing puzzles, and she lives in Oregon. This sells well if it's brand new in the box, but this was a pre-owned puzzle, so I did leave that there, even though I thought it was really neat. And I wanted to see how many of you remember from your childhood checking things out from the library and having to fill out one of these library cards. That always brings back fond memories. And it was a nice puzzle. It didn't feel like it was puzzle pieces inside it, though, but it was taped, so I couldn't see what was inside it. And Jenny likes to play Minecraft, and so I thought maybe this was a Minecraft thing. I think it was kind of Minecraft adjacent, but I was checking that out. And then this was in the toy section. Clearly not a toy, clearly a food item. It was from Italy. It looked yummy. And here was a book chair, which I thought was interesting for your tablet or a book. I could see a teacher putting a book, or something special in a center. Can you tell I used to teach kindergarten? Everything can be a center. I can make a center out of this box. This was empty, probably a watch box. And then I was looking in the shoes, trying to avoid people. It was very crowded. And I did look up these boots. They weighed a ton. And I don't know anything about firefighter boots, so I left those there. And then I'm showing you these because these reminded me of blind bags that Jenny and I used to get of Zoom Zooms. And I became very, very good at feeling the bags and knowing what the mystery Zoom Zoom was. Saved us a lot of money because I knew which one was which. This was a nice pewter piece. It was marked Bolivia. It had some surface wear to it, and I didn't know if that went with it, but I thought those were 2 nice pieces. Usually when Jenny comes along, she looks at the books, and I usually don't, but this one was on the shelf, so I decided to flip through it. It was a 1961 Reader's Digest book. It was fun looking through the graphics on it, but I did leave that there. Then I spied the fairy. She was obviously plotting with the angel. And that grabbed my attention to this angel. And I did like the looks of this one. They still have their Christmas out. It is not as full as it was. And they do have, those are some shoes. And they do have some Halloween, but no Valentine's yet. Here was a box of probably for your, Christmas lights to make it look like Hawaii. But I left those there as well. I have had this bunny and this egg for a while now, and I decided that with the 3 new eggs, I'm going to sell all 5 of them together as a set, so you'll be ready for Easter. Here are all the pieces that were in that bag. This would have had a lid to it, and I'm missing the gray teacup, and this saucer is a little bit darker red than the cup and underplate. They're kind of 3 different tones of red. And here is a sugar and creamer. There is a stain on the inside of the sugar bowl, but all in all, they are in great shape for being in that bag and for the age that they are. So Jenny's going to tell you more about her puzzle that she finished today. What do you think, Jenny?
It's amazing.
Do you like it better than the Pokemon?
I don't know. This one they're both hard. Well, you did Eevee one because it was a bit more like a jigsaw than a regular puzzle like this.
We worked together on the Eevee one. This one you did by yourself except for the border.
Yeah, because I got a little trouble with that. But this is so cool.
It is so cool. You did a great job. And we're waiting on frames. We need to find frames because they're weird sizes. And we kind of looked not too terribly like a lot, but we need to find frames for them.
They don't exist.
Yeah, I know. We were looking for the size and apparently they don't exist locally. So we might have to go online. But there is her puzzle.
Sweet. They're so cool. Cute.
Barney and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see ya.